Oh my gosh, yes. I hated that.
Welcome to our 2017 graduation ceremony. My name is Rachel Stabler, and I'm the president of Glenpool High School's National Honor Society.
And I am Brianna Crutchfield, the Glenpool Class of 2017 president. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem performed by the Glenpool High School Warrior Singers. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, please stand back up. They're about to sing the national anthem.
Good evening. I'm Kim Foodie. I'm the proud principal of Glenpool High School. I want to extend a warm welcome to the parents, family members, friends, staff, Superintendent O'Lampson, Assistant Superintendent Smith, and our Board of Education members, and finally to the graduates themselves, Class of 2017, congratulations. That you have faced. You have worked all these years to prepare yourself for this night. Challenging standards were set before you, and you have met and conquered each of those obstacles. The class of 2017 possesses talents, abilities, leadership, and the determination to succeed. Graduating today are 8 Oklahoma Academic Scholars and 2 Academic All-State recipients. In the class of 2017, there are 38 seniors who have completed concurrent classes through Tulsa Community College. These seniors are beginning their experience with a combined total of 325 hours, totaling $123,000 in parent savings. 25 students graduated with a specific trade from Tulsa Technology Center and will enter the workforce and begin their careers. This year, our art students had pieces accepted into juror art shows in Oklahoma, as well as artwork displayed at the Congressional Art Competition, and several submitted advanced placement portfolios to the College Board. Our vocal music department has had an impressive year with 3 music theater performances, all-state choir members, a performance at Lincoln Center in New York City, and many superior ratings at OSSA competitions. Our band program received an excellent rating at OSSA Regional Marching Contest, superior at State Concert Band, and excellent at sight reading. They also won a bet with Mr. Self, resulting in him having green hair for graduation. SCCLA has taught and encouraged students to become leaders through service to others. Student Council had an overwhelming number of members, which is attributed to the leadership of the class of 2017. Athletically, cross-country boys were 10th in the state, cheerleaders competed at the state level and had an all-state cheerleader, one of only 3 in Glenpool history. Softball won the Academic Achievement Award, and 2 players made first team all-region. Basketball had an athlete selected as Region 7 Scholar Athlete of the Year. Wrestling had the first ever outstanding wrestler at the state tournament, finished 8th in the state as a team, and had a state champion at 132 pounds. Boys and girls soccer finished district runner-up and advanced to the state quarterfinals. Boys and girls track had numerous state qualifiers, 2 all-state track athletes, and a state champion. The golf teams improved their standing within the Metro Lakes Conference. Seniors, you are to be congratulated for the amount of scholarships that have been offered to you. The class of 2017 has been offered a total of $2.5 million in academic and athletic scholarships. Congratulations to each one of you. Seniors, you have earned the right to feel pride and a sense of accomplishment for all that you have achieved. I know your parents, family members, friends, teachers, and administrators who have been part of your journey are extremely proud of you. Your families are here today to honor you and celebrate this day with you. As I told you this morning, be patient and smile pretty. Your families have earned the right to photograph you. Let them celebrate with you tonight. Graduates, parents, and guests, enjoy this evening of celebration. You will be impressed by our graduates. This is an exceptional group of students. Welcome. You will now hear from our OSSA award-winning choir as they sing after music.
Did you say fake? Will the valedictorian and salutatorian please take your place on the platform?
Michaela Marshall and I can't remember who else. There's two people. Cameron Harold, I think. It's Cameron Harold and Michaela Marshall, I believe.
I am Matt Hilburn, Assistant Principal, and I have the honor to introduce the 2017 salutatorian, Michaela Marshall. Michaela is the daughter of Brenda Lee and Mark Marshall. Michaela has been a student at Glenpool for 13 years. She has been involved in softball, basketball, NHS, NAHS, and FCA. She has earned 24 credit hours at TCC through concurrent enrollment and has been on the President's and Dean Honor Roll at TCC. She was named Student of the Month in the month of March. Her plans are to attend OU in the fall. Please join me in congratulating Michaela Marshall.
Hello, I'm Shad Miller, Assistant Principal, and I have the honor to introduce the 2017 valedictorians, Miss Cameron Harold and Miss Casey Jackson. Valedictorian Cameron Harold is the daughter of Sean and Tracy Harold. While in high school, Cameron has been involved in NHS, FCCLA, Student Council, Music Theater, and Warrior Singers. Cameron plans to attend the University of Tulsa and major in chemical engineering. Valedictorian Casey Jackson is the daughter of Tammy and Alan Jackson. While in high school, Casey has been involved in FCCLA, FCA, NHS, both school and competitive soccer, student council, church youth leader, and mentoring group. Her future plans include attending OBU and majoring in early childhood education with a minor in Spanish. Casey wants to be a teacher so she can make an impact on children's lives. Please join me in congratulating these outstanding scholars.
Can you guys believe it? Every one of us sitting here tonight is about to be done with high school. We've suffered through years of getting up at 7 in the morning, putting up with that one teacher we can't stand, and doing so much homework we think we might actually die. Now that we're here tonight, all of that is going to pay off. First of all, I would like to thank my parents, Sean and Tracy Harold. I would not be up on this stage today without them. I would also like to thank everyone in this audience. We could not have gotten through this journey without all of you. Before I really get started, I would like to take a moment to thank all the teachers and staff who have helped me get here today. None of us could have done it without you guys. Let's take a moment to give them a round of applause. Come on guys, the teachers live for stuff like this. I mean, we know they aren't in it for the money. We could not have gotten here today without you guys. Thank you. While we're brewing with excitement for the future, we must remember the friendships and memories that we have made along the way. I have never seen a class that is as united as the class of 2017. We are all so unique, yet so cohesive as a whole. Every student has their own unique characteristics, but we all get along so well. The memories that we have made during our 13 years together will never be forgotten. We can all remember the good old days when we had field days, took naps in school, and actually had recess. We went through our awkward middle school years together when we had to deal with the side effects of puberty. We said things like YOLO, and for some reason we all played sports, even though we know sports aren't for everyone. Now we're finishing up our high school years together. These are the years that really counted. Our class has experienced so many awesome memories that I'm sure we'll all never forget. Like the day we all tried to take a class picture but failed repeatedly. Every pep assembly and dress-up day that Mr. Dowdigan has taken part in. The night Allie won homecoming queen. The insane amount of fights that we've watched but never taken part in. And our awesome coal mine senior hallway. But more importantly, we've all discovered who we truly are. What makes our class so special is that we don't judge each other for that. The jocks are friends with the mathletes, the cheerleaders are friends with the drama geeks. I can say that because I am one. But we all truly are everyone's friend, and we have been for as long as I can remember. So many of these faces looking back at me are the faces that I've seen 5 days a week for the past 13 years, and I can truly say that we've become a family. Everyone has their own unique interests, and I know we will all go on to do great things. Allie Cook is going to be Glenpool's first Broadway star. Ian Ogwin is probably going to be an accountant for the president or something equally impressive. Samantha Hughes is going to be the best doctor, and who knows, she may even cure cancer one day. Zach Hurley will most definitely go on to be the next Steven Spielberg, and Jaylee Lowe will go on to be the next Van Gogh. Casey Jackson will win Teacher of the Year every year, and Chris Lobaugh will be an Olympic champion. There are no limits to the things we can achieve. I know this is cliche, but we have our entire future ahead of us, guys, and I cannot wait to see what we all do. While we may not see each other much in the future, we will never forget our time here. Thank you all for making my high school experience great, and I can't wait to hear about your lives at the 10-year reunion. Thank you. Good evening. Maya Angelou once said, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." I have not grown up with all of you and watched you grow into who you are today. I've known many of you only for a short time, but these years have been packed with each of these things: passion, compassion, humor, and style. I've seen you all passionately do the things you love, whether that be track, soccer, academic team, or musical theater. You do it with your whole heart. I've seen you all show compassion as you reach out and help your classmates, teachers, and the less fortunate. That is rare among teenagers to be so selfless. I have laughed with many of you every single day since freshman year. I'm sure we can all think of a funny memory that we will never forget. Now for style, most of you know how that works, or you're getting there. We learned our best style tips from Mr. Dowdigan, who rocked many costumes throughout our years here. At least we think they were costumes. Angelo said these things can make your life thrive. I see in front of me so many thriving lives. Yes, there has been hurt, and yes, there have been hard times, but we got through them. It's so important to learn how to get through problems because life is not going to be easy. Among this group, I see the future of the community. The leaders our children will follow. There are so many talented individuals in this class, and I believe you all will have success wherever you go from here. You are capable of so much, so never give up on your dreams. I know that may sound cliche, but if you set your mind to it, you can accomplish it. Many of you may not believe me when I say that, but when you realize you've received something you've worked so long and hard for, like maybe a diploma, you will see that when you set your mind to a goal, you can accomplish it. One of my favorite verses is Deuteronomy 31:6. So be strong and courageous, do not be afraid, and do not panic before them. For the Lord your God will personally go ahead of you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you. So wherever you may be going from here, know that God will never leave you, even when it seems too dark. And let me say this, we do not begin to thrive on our own. You could not have gotten where you're sitting right now without the help of your parents. I would like to thank my parents for always believing in me and showing me what it means to work hard. We could not have gotten here without every teacher, counselor, principal, and staff member helping us along. We would not be who we are today without you.
So a thank you goes to each of those individuals and how you influenced us. Class of 2017, it has been a blast doing life with you all, and I want to wish you luck wherever you're going next. Continue thriving wherever life takes you. Congratulations, you did it. Thank you.
Will the valedictorians and salutatorians please take your place on the floor?
What did he say?
We will now hear from our OSSAA award-winning band as they play Les Chenaux Impressions.
Good evening. I'm Mona Smith, Assistant Superintendent, and I have the pleasure this evening of introducing our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Jerry Olanson. A 1985 graduate of Glenpool High School, Jerry Olanson attended Northeastern State University and received his bachelor's degree in science education
and promptly returned to Glenpool to join the teaching staff in 1990 as a science teacher
and a coach. He has served as a teacher, an athletic director, principal, and assistant superintendent, and has seen many positive changes and growth in the district from 1985 to today. He received his master's degree in school administration from Northeastern State University and is completing his third year as superintendent of Glenpool Schools. He is proud to have been a member of the staff at Glenpool for 25 of his 27 years as an educator, and he is looking forward to many more exciting and challenging years. Please welcome Superintendent Olanson.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. On behalf of the Board of Education and administration of the school district, congratulations to the class of 2017. We are pleased to share this day with you and are proud that we have been a part of the achievement of your goals that have brought you successfully to this graduation day. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the people who are most proud of this class of 2017. Those are the parents of these young men and women. Parents, we appreciate the foundation and guidance you have provided to your children and the support you have given us over the years. Would the parents of these graduating seniors please stand and let us acknowledge you. Congratulations, parents. I would also like to thank the faculty and staff who have supported these graduates. The influence of your dedication can be seen in the accomplishments of these seniors seated before us today. Congratulations, staff members, on a job well done. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce the members of the Board of Education. Join me in expressing our gratitude for their guidance and support as we recognize their commitment and service to our students and community. Dr. Michael Kane, Ms. Lynn Wetzel, Mr. Cliff Goins, Mr. Mike Pendergrass, and Mr. Jim Von Holton. For those of you that don't know, it's a long-held tradition in our school for the senior class to select a graduation speaker. They choose a person from the school staff, someone they admire and someone whose words they respect and want to hear. Today they have chosen Mr. Mike Dowdican. Mr. Dowdican graduated from Tulsa Edison High School in 1981, and he received his bachelor's in education in 1985 from the University of Tulsa. He has taught social studies at Glenpool for 5 years and was the District Teacher of the Year and State Teacher of the Year runner-up in 2016. Seniors, Mr. Dowdican has obviously made quite an impression on you in his time at our school. I think it's safe to say he has certainly earned your respect. I did some research about Mr. Dowdican to see what you all really thought of him. It seems you like his positive personality. Kirsten Brixey said, "Mr. Dowdican is a wonderful teacher. He always goes out of his way to say hello and start conversation with you. He always seems to be smiling." Emma Williams said, "Mr. Dowdican is a knowledgeable man who is eager to say good morning, and he always has a smile on his face." but I also found that you respect his abilities as a teacher. Cortland Head said, Mr. Dowdican is the best. He inspires you to be the best and to do the best in everything that comes your way. He was always there to help us out. Gabrielle Dennis said, Mr. Dowdican has a big heart. He knows how to put everyone in a good mood in Dowdican land. He always has stories to tell along with his lessons, and that makes his class more interesting and fun. I also learned that you guys think Mr. Dowdican is really something. Chastity Roberts said, he's like the coolest person ever. My son Jackson, that's here today, that is graduating with this class, I said, Jackson, what do you think about Mr. Dowdican? He said, Dad, he's cool. He's really cool. So being the dad that I am, I said, Jack, am I cool? And he hesitated for a little while and said, yeah, Dad, you're cool. But Mr. Dowdican is really cool. So I'll take that. And finally, I think Micah Fox kind of summed it up when he described your speaker today. He said, Dowdican, the man, the myth, the legend. Let's hear what he has to say. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Mike Dowdican.
What is up, my brothers from another mother and my sisters from another mister? Hold on 1 second. This is not for you all. This is for the adults and parents and everyone else. I would just like to say this to you all. Spending the last 4 years with these students is one of the greatest honors that I've ever had. And being up here, I want you all to hear my heart. Being up here and being chosen to speak for you all today is the greatest thing that I've had in education. It is without a doubt that. Give it up for yourselves. Now, first off, let me say this. To all of the parents and grandparents, guardians, whoever you are, friends, I will be the very first one to say this. I do not have a clue about the lives of your students and what they do. For instance, if you have ever seen your student do this, I don't know what it's about. Now, I would like to thank Chris Lowball, state champion. If you have one of these, I have no clue. It's a fidget spinner. I would like to thank Chris for introducing this to my 4th hour. Now I have to listen to 29 of these bad boys every single day. I have no idea why or where the other 19 pilots are. There's supposed to be 21 and there's only 2 on stage. I have no clue why 2 Chainz clearly has more than 2 Chainz. I have no idea why you all get so cold when you watch Netflix. Watch it all the time, but you all seem to have issues with that. Here's one of my favorite. This is pre-Miss Cootie with the phones. I don't understand how you all could put the phones between your legs, bust out a 2-handed text or hip side to the side, and think that the teachers have absolutely no clue what you're doing. The simple fact of the matter is this: I am old, I am ancient, graduated a long time ago, statehood, I've been through it all. I have no clue about a lot of things, but I will share with you this. This is the first generation in the history of the world that will have every bit of knowledge at their fingertips. I mean, you guys think about this. You all can see every single work of art that's ever been done. You all can read every great piece of literature, or you can have it read to yourselves. You guys can see every movie. You can communicate around the world. You have all of the knowledge at your fingertips, and you have it instantly. So y'all are sitting there. Why are you here, Dowdican? Why are you here, and what do you have to say? Let me say this. Y'all are in for a treat. You're in for a treat because you all are about to hear the single greatest graduation speech in the history of the world, I have no doubt. And yes, I am very shy about admitting that. The fact of the matter is this: everything that we have in the world, every single one of you, the knowledge that we have, the one thing, and I'm speaking to myself, class of 2017, as much as I am anyone else here, the one thing we lack is wisdom. I mean, you think about it. Go ahead, the three people, I appreciate that. We all lack wisdom. And the fact of the matter is this, is that we can have all the knowledge in the world, but without wisdom, we are useless. You see, Jimi Hendrix said this. He said, knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. Fact of the matter is, he didn't listen whenever he was doing or heard about drugs, but the fact is that millions have copied him, and sadly in both areas. But where are we now? We're here now to learn about wisdom. You all know that I'm old. You know that it's past my bedtime. And the fact of the matter is this: I have only 2 points, and those 2 points followed by 4 letters. Parents, they'll probably be late tonight because they will go to their local tattoo parlors and slam these bad boys on them. Somewhere, the letters of tonight's wisdom. So what is the wisdom that I have to impart? Y'all are saying, Dowdican, shut up and just tell us. Well, here we go, baby birds. It's time to get fed. The 4 letters are these. The 4 letters are TL and TP. Now, I know all of you are sitting there, Dowdican, there's 3 letters there. You used 1 twice. You're right, you're right. But we're going to look to 2 places to gain our wisdom tonight. The first is the toilet lid. One person cheered for the toilet lid. I apologize to you all that are going to use the 3rd stall back there. Just don't plan on sitting. But here's the deal. The wisdom of the toilet lid is this. You all don't see this, students, but your parents are punching each other. The wives are saying, listen, honey, he's getting ready to talk about you. But no, the wisdom of the toilet lid is not in the responsibility, but simply the wisdom of the toilet lid is in the extra effort. Think about this. The average man is 5'10". The average woman is 5'4". The average toilet seat rests 14 to 16 inches off the ground. I apologize if I was measuring while you were in the restroom. But the fact of the matter is that it takes less than 1 foot of effort to raise and lower a toilet lid. And you're sitting there and you're thinking, Dowdican, what does that have to do with anything? Well, here it is. First point. It takes a tiny amount of effort to go up in life in your steps. I mean, you all think about this. You already have this wisdom. From failing to passing, just a little bit of effort. You go on and you look from a B to an A, a little bit of effort. Working, adults can realize this, just a small amount of effort goes from one level to the next. The best employees, they put forth a little more effort. Students, look to the toilet lid and never forget the wisdom that it provides you. You're going to forget my name long from now, but every time you go to the toilet lid, you're going to think the wisdom of putting forth the extra effort. Everybody get out your phones. I'm going to prove this right now. Quick. Get your phones out. Telephones. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a selfie. But I don't want it to be one where you're making like those duck lips or where you're making like a vomit rainbow coming out of your mouth like face chat or whatever it is. And here's what I want you to do. Yeah, go ahead and stand up. Now we can sit. Now, here's what I want you to do. You are going to send that to your parents, mom and dad, anyone that raised you. And you're going to say this: thank you for everything. I love you. Period. Send. Do it now. Now, parents, as soon as you get your selfie, I want you to raise your hand. You all will be expecting those. Mr. O'Lance, did you get yours yet? Jackson, get on it right now. Now, I see a few parents, but not enough, Show the love. Okay, very good. Most of you all, your graduation gifts just went up through the roof. Now, here's why I had you all do that. The example of the toilet lid and a little effort. You all just made a good night great for your parents. You may not realize this, but there's going to be a time later on when they're feeling down and they're going to look at this bad boy. And they're going to have like butterfly kisses humming in their head, or they're going to have cats in the cradle, and they're going to think about their babies and how their babies took 30 seconds out of their lives and told them they loved them. Well done, class of 2017. You see, the smallest amount of effort will improve your life greatly. Reread that paper for college. Study extra. Start studying extra beforehand. Tell those around you that you appreciate them. When you meet that significant other, never forget to tell them you love them. Never forget that. And someday you're going to reproduce, and when your children come in to tell you a story, put down your cell phones, turn the TV off, and listen to them. That little effort will make all of the difference in the world. I promise you that. Never, ever settle. Never settle. You have the knowledge, take the wisdom. Now, the second part to my story, and I'm almost finished, greatest ever. You guys will see this on YouTube. I think it'll be called Viral or something like that. But the second part to the wisdom that we have to look at, if TL was toilet lid, what do you think TP was? You are absolutely wrong. For the second, the TP is the throw pillow. Now, parents, if you have a throw pillow in your house, raise your hands now. All right, very good. You know what I'm talking about. Now the wives are saying he's gone too far. For you see, here's the deal about the throw pillow. It is a lie. For you are not to throw it, and you are not to utilize it as a pillow. Now, this one comes from the Dowdican household. My lovely wife is over in 211, and this is one of 6 that are on the Dowdican's bed. Every night we take these and put them in the throw pillow place. Every morning we get up and we return them to the rightful place on the bed. And we are never to use them at all. Now, men, I will tell you this. I don't know how it works. One of the greatest things I've ever done is read the Bible 3 times through, but I never got the verses about the throw pillow. For you see, women have this ability to understand if we ever put our heads upon the throw pillow, and they will tell you all about that. But my lovely wife would never do that, and I better get this bad boy home. But here's the wisdom of the throw pillow. The wisdom of the throw pillow is simply this. There are going to be times in life that there are going to be events that you have no clue whatsoever why they happen, how they happen, or what the reason is. There's going to be times in your life where you're going to look at things and you are not going to understand one thing about them. You may be passed over for a job. You may lose your job. You may discover that the job that you work at does not pay the bills and you have to work a second job. You may at some point reproduce, and when you send your kids a text to say where they are, they will roll their eyes and they will just give a dirty look and then they will put their phone away. Right now, take your phones out. You're going to send this to your parents. I can't wait to take pictures with you tonight. All night long if it's needed. Send it to them. Parents, tell me when they get there. And you see what will happen is this. What will happen, sadly, is there's going to be times when you're faced with disease, death, and other catastrophes in life. And at those times, you're going to remember the wisdom of the throw pillow. You're not going to understand it, but you're going to press on because of the toilet lid. and you're never going to settle. I'll be totally honest with you. One of the greatest things is to actively seek wisdom. Because you see, in closing right now, you all are just now getting to the starting line. Just now. Your accomplishments are great, but you're prepared to go on in life. And I want you to look around and spot your families now, if you could. Now, while you will always have the love and support of the people in this room, from this very night on, the ones that you love and care will always be there, but you are going to be the ones who are going to have to make decisions based upon your wisdom. Never forget to learn. I've got to admit to you, during my time these last 4 years at Glenpool High School, I have learned more from you all than I've ever learned. Just by seeking wisdom, it doesn't matter what age, and the teachers and the staff and everyone here. And I've seen amazing, great things. So, class of 2017, every adult in this room wishes that we could tell you from this point on in life that it's going to be easy. But that's not the case. Like the throw pillow of the race of life, it sometimes will make no sense whatsoever. But at those very times, you will have to look to the toilet lid and the wisdom of extra effort provides to get us through the tough times. In closing, you are prepared to start the race of life. You are ready. You have a room full of adults that cannot wait to see the great accomplishments that each of you will achieve. Class of 2017, put forth the extra effort and always seek wisdom. Thank you for your time. God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Dowdikin. Would the first row of graduates please stand and walk to the platform?
Jake Adams.
Tiffany Nicole Allen.
Ethan Baguette.
Caitlin Leanne Baker.
Brenna Renee Barnett.
Jesse Miles Barnett.
Ethan Barnhart.
Dayla Bear.
Ashlyn Brooke Bedingfield.
Caleb Vitali Bell.
Emily Bell.
Madison Tess Benningfield.
Sundala Bible Pinion.
JC Bingley.
Jake Andrew Bolden.
Paisley Brene Boyd.
Skylar Rain Boyd.
Kirsten Leah Brixey.
Brett Franklin Brooks.
Molly Brown.
Benjamin David Kane.
Cheyenne Lee Camp.
Keaton Allen Carpenter.
Gabriel Lee Carrillo.
Lauren Leanne Carter.
Mackenzie Sue Cole.
Gavin Chad Coleman.
Jacqueline Ashley Collins.
Natalie Christine Connor.
Alina Elizabeth Cook.
Brandon Patrick Creekpalm.
Brianna Christian Crutchfield.
Gabrielle Elizabeth Dennis.
Kylie Danielle Duval.
Taylor Grace Arp.
Alexis Brianna Page Eller.
Caleb Harrison English.
Cynthia Renee Farley.
Chloe Marie Flores.
Micah Roger Fox.
Starla Nicole Fuller.
Raquel Denise Galloway.
Carson Ray Garland.
Mariah Ann Gibson.
Stephen Chalmer Gift.
Andrew Bryce Gilbert.
Mackenzie Localyn Gonzalez.
Milton Ramsey Goolsby.
James Dylan Gray.
Jacob Scott Griffith.
Madison Ann Guile.
Alexi Hadley.
Brianna Danielle Hall.
Allison Spoon Nicole Harrison.
Cameron Danae Harold.
Cortland Nicole Head.
Joshua Joseph Hernandez.
Kaylee Michelle Holman.
Samantha Michelle Hughes.
Zachary Gage Hurley.
Casey Renee Jackson.
Devontae Jackson.
Garrett Brant Jackson.
Noah Hunter Jeffries.
Jeff Scott Jenkins Jr.
Beverly Chantel Johnson.
Daniel Taylor Cole Johnson.
Emily Nicole Johnson.
Colton Patrick James Kane.
Sierra Christine Keys.
Sing Von Kim.
Savannah Michelle Kirk.
Raymond Jacob Kitchens.
Sandra Natalie Klein.
Wade Hayden Lakey.
Niang Nai Liang.
Veronica Kaya Lindsay.
Christopher Stephen Michael Lobaugh.
Gregory Taylor Long Buffington.
Jaylee Brianna Lowe.
Edgar Loya.
Elizabeth Carol Lund.
Jonathan Scott Madison.
Chase Allen Mainberg.
Michaela Shea Marshall.
Amanda Gail Massey.
Richard Wayne Massey.
Renan McCullough.
Taylor Joyce McDowell.
Destiny Marie McFarland.
Austin McGonigal.
Austin Dale McIntosh.
Tyler Vance McIntosh.
Gavin Bryce McReynolds.
Michaela Sue Meese.
Haley Leona Marie Miller.
Courtney Laura Lovelace.
Faith Nicole Montgomery.
Cameron Brianna Morgan.
Bobby Lewis Morris.
Joshua Morris.
Emily Jordan Mullins.
Tyler Matthew Obert Thorne.
Ian Patrick O'Gwen.
Jackson Morgan O'Lanson.
Garrett Michael Olson.
Malcolm Elias Parker.
Chris Patton.
Summer Dawn Pierce.
Seth Potter.
Alexandria Kaylee Reed.
Kira Sage Reisdorf.
Alex Richardson.
Chastity Lynn Roberts.
Destiny Renee Roberts.
Sarah Catherine Saeed.
Jacob Levi Sands.
Weston Lynn Scott.
CJ Miles Shaw.
Dim Combs Sam.
Skylar Elizabeth Simmons.
Kyle Matthew Sign.
Bianca Ann Spano.
Alex Shadow Sebastian Sparks.
Jesse Tyler Adonis Sparks.
Rachel Nicole Stabler.
Paxton Chase Stracely.
Brayley Ann Tennille.
No Thing.
Hayden Scott Tharp.
Sydney Brooke Thompson.
Grant Mitchell Tolbert.
Elizabeth Brooke Turley.
Kyle Wilson Tudor.
Kristen Diane Von Holten.
Emily Wynn Waltman.
Hunter Ryan Ward.
Aaron Garrett Ware.
Cash O'Neill Wasden.
Caden Michael Whitmer.
Garrett Michael Wild.
Emma Kathleen Williams.
Brianna Leola Wisby.
Jesse Raymond Youngblood III.
Isaac Juan Zuniga.
Brent Lane Zicafus.
Jake Dale Zigafus.
Will the members of the class of 2017 please stand? Members of the Board of Education, Mrs. Smith, Mr. Alanson, parents, and guests, graduates, having met all the requirements set forth by the Oklahoma State Board of Education and the Board of Education of Glenpool Public Schools, it is with great pleasure that I present the Glenpool High School Class of 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, please move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations.